I'm now joined by
Caitlin Casey, Oulton Raidettes, play standoff, and my sponsor is Cozy Cuts.
You got involved in rugby very young, didn't you?
Yeah, I started at 7 at Swilton ARLFC, and I played there until I had to move to an all-girls side, and then I went to Oulton I think I was just turned 12, and then I played up at 14s there.
So how long have you been at Oulton for?
Since I was 12, so 5 years.
5 years, and you've gone on that journey with the team. You've obviously gone on to academy with someone else, which we're not going to mention on this episode, because it's about Oulton. We talk about what you guys have achieved and how good you've gone and the fantastic team you've managed to put together and keep hold of.
Yeah, we've got a good squad. We're a very young squad, but we've played together for a long time, so we know how each other work. It's just like merging the older ones and the younger ones together and trying to build on that. Which I think we did in Challenge Cup.
You managed to keep a group of you together, and that's the cement. That's your groundstone for building anything. Is if you've got a really good core, adding to it makes it better. You can't add you can't add diamonds to non-gold or anything like that. It's just pointless. So you've done fantastic to go through there and now to open age, and you're playing there. You've got academy with other people. You're getting all the plaudits because a 50% win record against Super League teams. That's nothing to be sniffed at as a community club.
No, we're really proud of it. Like, the whole club got behind us and the whole Challenge Cup run, but this weekend I think it showed a big crowd. I think there were like over 500 that came and watched, and we took a coach and a lot of the club drove up and watched as well. I just thought it was great.
That's it. The next thing that'll happen next time you guys start advertising for new players or young players, there'll suddenly be a vacuum because, you can go there, look, they've been on TV, they've done this, the underdogs overachieved. I don't think you've overachieved. I look at them players in your squad and there are some fantastic players in your squad.
Yeah, we've got a lot of depth in the squad. A lot of them have played since they were younger, like the younger end have played it for a while, but we've got depth in every position really. It's just a good all-round squad, and the more that we can train and play together, I think we'll really build on it and push on for championship this season.
That's it, and you go like, you'll now be the team to beat in the championship. You'll be the one people come up against and they get, oh my god, they're beaten. These guys can take anybody on the day.
That was the aim with the Challenge Cup. We wanted to go out and prove a point, just to show that we weren't just the social side anymore. We want to compete with the best, and I thought we did that against the Super League teams. Like, if you want to be the best, you've got to compete against the best.
That's it, and you go, oh, look how many. So I used to work in the gym off the back of it, and you look at all the times, but pathways have been there. England women have trained there. How many times, you got the facilities. You've got the local area loves it. The amount of people in that gym that used to have Oulton stuff on, even if they weren't even playing anymore, just supporters, was ridiculous. And you go, now you put the run together, you put the foot down and the place on the map and go, look, this is us now.
Yeah, we wanted to go out and prove a point and just build on from that. It was like we haven't played a championship side or a friendly really. All we've played is Super League teams. Like, even before the Challenge Cup, his first game with Bradford, we put a shift in, and I think it were 18-4. I think if we played them now, it'd be even closer. If not, we'd win.
Yeah, that's the thing. You go now, you've got the confidence, but you can do this. It's not like a flash in the pan. You could go, oh yeah, Cass have their problems, and the win against them was probably. You look at the two teams side by side, and you got the better squad. But then you did really well against Fev. You did really, and then to go out and actually beat Wakey at Wakey. And they'd done fantastic with social media on it, and yeah, you took it to them?
Yeah, well, it was the first time for a lot of the team that we've been put a little bit in the media. Like,
Yeah.
That's the first time we've ever played on anything like our league or before anything streaming wise, other than maybe someone's videoed it and put on YouTube. So, but I think there were mistakes made, but we did enough to do the job and win, and I was just lucky to slot that 2 over, and didn't really want to take it, but it was alright.
And it was that, it was dealing with that pressure as well and showing on a young head, but that's what you're capable of in a big, because that was a big game. The reason our league changed, our league was going to stream Featherstone versus Cass, that was the original advertised one. Then they realised everything's resting on this match.
Mm-hmm.
It's winner takes all.
It was like we'd looked at the tables before and we knew we could go through to the next to quarter final on a draw, but we didn't want to just draw. We wanted to prove a point and go at them and take the game to them. Really, like we trained hard. We wanted to just be the better side on the day, and I think we did that.
So we're now joined by
Andy Williamson, Oulton Raidettes head coach.
How did you first get involved in rugby league?
Started playing rugby, local team, Hunslet Parkside, when I was 8 years old. Actually, my 8th birthday when I started, and then been playing ever since. Played all the way up to under 16s. I went on scholarship, couple academy teams. Then I've started playing open age down at Oulton Raidettes, and I think it's my 19th season or something like that now with the open age. Actually, still playing as well, and then got into coaching the women's team. Coaching my son's junior team all the way through. Actually, still coach as well under 18s now, and then started coaching the Raidettes 3 seasons ago.
That's fantastic. So you've gone and you've followed it through, and you don't look anywhere old enough to have done 19 seasons of open age.
Yeah, I think it's my 19th season. 36 I am, so.
Yeah, so.
17 when I started with open age down here.
So coaching 2 teams down there, because you are a community team. Like
that's it.
You've produced a lot of fantastic players over the years. They've had a women's section there since before Super League. So like everyone thinks like women's rugby league started a couple of years. It hasn't. You guys have had the women's section for a long time.
Yeah, it's actually the 10th year anniversary now for the Raidettes, and like you said, I think was one of the, outside the international game, one of the first teams set up, and it was just I think it was a bit of a drunken conversation between a few of the lads' players' wives, and then they went from there, and the rest is history, as I say.
Let's talk through your Challenge Cup run in real time then. So you warmed up with Bradford. How did that go?
Yeah, it was a tough game. We'd come off basically a pre-season where we hadn't had any field sessions whatsoever. We'd been working hard in our ruck room and done it a little bit on the field, but in terms of a little boggy training area, but in terms of having some game prep and that on a pitch, we did pretty much half a session. We went against them, and they were a good bunch, and it were just a tough, pretty equal game, pretty equal to be fair. I think that they have one or 2 players that maybe with a difference, but certainly a good hit out for us for a warm up for us going into the Challenge Cup.
That's it. It's like Bradford. I've got a very young team, same as yourselves. They've got some more experienced heads, same as yourself. It was like, as a friendly, that's a decent match to have. See where you both are.
Yeah.
Next up, Featherstone. How did you both find that?
I'm looking forward to it. It was my first big, we played Bradford, but Fev was the first big team that we've played. I thought first half, definitely. I think we're at 10-12 at half time. I think we kept with them really well. We probably were the better attacking side. It was just the physicality. They were a bit bigger than us. They'd trained for longer. They'd played together for longer than us two, merging the under-16s and the open age together. But I thought we did good for us first game in Challenge Cup.
So how was it for you watching the girls out there playing?
Yeah, it was good. Like Kayla said, a good side for Everton, and we know that now by the fact they've got to the semi-final. And they were bigger and stronger than us, but like Caitlin said, we did play some really good stuff. And the good thing for us, I think we had a bit of nervous energy before that game about who we were playing, and the girls, I think, decided to shake that off and just go out and give it all, and that's what they did. And we ended up putting a good performance, and certainly the scoreline didn't reflect how tight the game was.
Yeah, because everyone said the same thing, even from the Bradford match. They're like, this team can play. This team, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It's like you touched on before. We've got that mix of the younger players that have come through a great setup all the way through playing together. So that they've gelled really well playing together. Mixed with the players we already got from where we've played it the last few years, and we are starting to gel. And when they do get going, they play some really good rugby.
So next up, Castleford. So Castle on a rebuilding thing for whatever reason, or off-field thing. You guys can only play what's put in front of you, and you take it to them.
Yeah, it was a big game for us. It was a good opportunity to score, like put a good score on and really work on us attacking, attacking game really. Like as defence, we brought it to them as well. In the first set, I think they didn't get out of their half, and we might have startled them a little bit. I think we were better than they were expecting, but I think the girls really pulled together, and just both attack and defence just seemed to work in that game, and we came out with a win.
That's it. Like I looked at the team sheets for that, and I was like, on paper, you guys have probably got a better squad now, which is absolutely. If you just said that, 12 months ago, everyone would have thought you were absolutely insane.
Yeah, I think just need to touch on, like, obviously Cass have lost a lot of players as well, and the girls that have come in and for them are a new team, and you can't knock their effort whatsoever. Like I say, the scoreline were good in our favour, but the effort and how they dug in were pretty good. And like I say, I saw a few comments on social media and stuff, and they are a new team themselves, so credit to them. It'll take a little building where I know they're an established Super League club, but in terms of the team itself, they are new.
Yeah, because I think you look at how long it was since they had the open trials to get that team together. The probably the most short notice team.
Yeah.
In any league at the moment.
Yeah, and they will improve once they gel and they get their own coaches. I know Mike Faulkner's come from Hull, and once he gets his ideas across to them, they will improve. And it's not luckily for us because we did play well, but probably the best time we could have played them. But like I say, credit to them for sticking with it and sticking together and just looking to improve as they go forward.
So then next up, the big one, it's the make or break match. Winner goes through, winner gets you versus Wakey. Our league even changed it because actually everything on this group's running on this match now. So they take off the Featherstone versus Cass, they put this on and go, this is where it's at. How was the build up to that? Because it must have been like a surreal situation where you go, actually, we could do this. We could be the first community club to get to this stage in a long, long time.
Yeah, that's it. And it's easy to get excited about that. I guess we took quarterfinals, but we just kept saying to ourselves in between the group, is just go one game at a time. And that was obviously we were playing at the stadium after the men's game, and we just wanted to go make a good show of it, and we did go thinking we knew it'd be tight. If you looked at the score lines, our defeat to Fev was similar to their defeat in terms of score lines, and the wins against Cass were both similar, so we knew it was going to be tight, and obviously it boiled down to the 2 points. The game were a bit scrappy, if I'm honest. I think both teams' completion wasn't the best, but both teams certainly give it everything, and they went down to the last few minutes before Caitlin knocked over the penalty.
That was it. So you take the penalty, you get the win. You're on our league. You got probably is that the first time the women's team's been on our league as well?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So 100%. Yeah. So you got your win rate 100% on our league, which is phenomenal. Yeah. For a community club to have that cool ahead. And to go to a Super League team, and it was tight. You could go. The teams are very, very close, really evenly matched. And to take the coolness goal would take the penalty. will see this out now. That was very impressive.
I didn't have a cool head when I was taking that kick. I had to calm myself down a lot before I set up for it. But I was like, we knew if we got the draw, we'd go through as well. But we didn't want to just draw. We wanted to go out and prove a point to say, actually, we can compete with the best because we are a good side. It might be a young one, but we're still skillful and can compete.
That's it. Cause if you look at who was in your squad that day in that match, in 5 years' time, you might look at that squad and go, some of these players are playing for England now because some of them have got that much ability and talent in them. Because I remember, I looked at your squad and I was like, whoa! I couldn't believe the players you had at your team.
Yeah, it's a bit of a comment. I think it might have been to Caitlin I made yesterday actually when we were coming away from not yesterday, on Sunday, coming away from York. And great to experience it for some of them players in the team. We have got some players in the team who have played at Super League clubs already, but it gives them a bit of a taste of what they can go to and the sort of standard and facilities and all that sort of stuff they could be playing in week out. And although we want to do well as a club, we also want to see the players that have played for us get to the highest level as possible.
That's it. Cause on commentary when you were playing Wakey, and they were talking about like, oh, this is a team that produced Daniel Anderson, who's in the England squad, and is absolutely fantastic. This is a team that's producing lots for Leeds Academy. You know, you go like, that's probably what doing more than most community clubs do. Like that's where at community level, that's where you should be. You should be feeding the top half and competing at the same time. To do both at the same time is unbelievable.
Yeah, I think it's a credit to the club as a whole, not just like the Raidettes Open Age at the time, but now we've got an under 11s and under 12s and under 14s and under 16s girls team, and there's a lot of them, and with even more coming down. And it does great for our club to get them numbers down, and some of them will go on to the other Super League clubs, let's say the professional clubs and all that sort of stuff. But it's also great for us as a community club to have that that conveyor belt of players coming up to the Open Age setup as well.
That's it. So we record this on Tuesday. As of Sunday, you go over to play York. Very well drilled, very, very well coached. A lot of these players have played together at other clubs and all come together there. Different beast. Scoreline, at least you've done your best in that. How was it for you guys? How was the day experience for you?
Go on, Caitlin, let you go with this one.
I loved it. It's just the experience as a whole. It was great. Just for the girls, just to get like exposure to that kind of like the media attention that we got before. There was some Facebook groups that changed the profile pictures to us. We really got everyone behind us. We were the underdogs, but it was good just to get out there, enjoy yourselves, and play against some internationals that you don't know if you're going to get that opportunity again.
That's it. When can you say in the year of a World Cup, but you played on the same field as people who possibly get to the finals in that World Cup? You know, because some of them players have that ability. That's what you're looking at.
Some of the players that I've looked up to for a long time, it was a surreal experience to be tackling them, running at them. It did something that I didn't think was going to happen so soon, but we've been working hard and we deserve to be there.
Championship should have kicked off for you for this weekend, but obviously got through to the Challenge Cup and York. Are you guys looking forward to your championship season? Now, obviously, you guys are going to be the big dogs.
I think, we are looking forward to it, and we've set as own goals, and we do have pretty high expectations, and we are going there to, the aim is to go and win it. And I think these last 4 games we've had couldn't have been a better pre-season for them in a way. Whilst achieving what clubs achieved, getting to the quarter-final of the Challenge Cup, it's also been a great pre-season and set up for us for getting the championship season going.
That's it. You're ready for every tough match now. And
yeah, that's it. there will be tough matches. We're not under any illusions that it's going to be easy just because we've won a couple of games in the cup. We've got a big squad which we'll need, as we know. It's all amateur and it's people on holidays and injuries and all that sort of stuff. And like I say, we'll lead the squad, and there will be some very tough weeks. And as we learned last couple of seasons, there's not any easy games really in that championship.
No, you look at how tight it was at the top last season, and like in the end, 2 league teams got put in Super League because they'd done so well in this final, was so tight between them. And you go, look, anything's possible now. Anything's possible.
Yeah, that's it.
So, for yourself, how are you looking forward to the season?
I'm buzzing. On the back of that Challenge Cup run, I can't wait for it to kick off. I feel like we've got a really strong squad to actually compete and go. We could go win it. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have to work for it, especially against teams like Salford. I think that's going to be a tough game, and I'm looking forward to that one probably the most, because I feel like there should be competition in the league. You shouldn't be able to just go and walk through it. You need to work for the trophies if you're going to get them.
That's it. It's been one of them for the last few seasons where when the teams haven't walked it and the teams have had to do it tough to get up, they've done better than the team who walked it. You know, because they were used to getting the noses bloody. They're used to digging in deep. And, you know, like, that can only be a good thing. It builds character.
I prefer games like that to playing. When it's a proper game of rugby, when it's like that, you've got to work for everything, even the little 1%ers, to get you further and further up the field. If you're walking over teams, I don't feel like you're getting as much out of that than you would if you were neck and neck with one.
Before we go, we'll just name a couple of players for people to look out for at this team. I'm naming them because you've got some really, really good players. So we'll start, Caitlin, with yourself. You know, like, can you tell us a bit about her? How good she is to coach and...
Yeah, good attitude and great all-round game. She's played it for years, played both codes, but hopefully she sticks it with the league. And great all-round game, can put a great shot on, as we saw at the weekend. Not scared to carry. I think if we did that some weekend, probably up there with a bit being a half and up there with top carrier as well. And just a good all-round game. That if anyone will watch the game against Wakey, that ball to Eva Zuma, great pass, and got loads of people commenting on that, and good kicking game as well to go with it. So really good all-round player, and like the attitude as well. I think that's probably the most important thing when you've got all that. You need the attitude to go with it, and the work rate, and she's certainly got that.
That's it. You look at young halves, and you've got to be right up there with that. You're like,
oh, that's it. Yeah.
So
to have that belief in yourself. Yeah.
Another young player, someone I seen years ago, I'm still expected her to be in the top 4 Super League team, is Ramby. When she's on, she's on.
Yeah, Lucy. She's a good one to manage. She's you have to work with her in terms of getting the belief in her, the confidence. I said to her before the Wakefield game, I asked her, I said, do you realise how good you are? And she didn't really answer me. She's giving me a bit of a smile, and it's because I don't think she does. And great pace and strength, and great utility as well. I know she used to be a prop when she was in young Billy, but she's been playing centre and second row for us. So
that's
yeah, really strong player.
For someone who can run like that, she got brilliant hands as well.
Oh, she has, yeah. She can. I think we saw in again the first try against Wakey, wasn't it? She managed to get a quick hands to get it out wide, and even though it was a quick catch and pass, and the vision to do it with there, and obviously gone from the back of it.
Next person I got down is Vanessa.
She's class, is Vanessa. She played in Super League. I think when Leeds first started, she was in that first team that they had out in second row, and she could still be playing in there now. It's the little things that she does right. She won't miss a one-on-one tackle any day of the week. I'd put my mortgage on it. And she'll just hit that line unselfishly. Even if she knows she's not getting the ball, she'll hit it and drag 3 or 4 defenders in with her every time, just because she's hard to handle.
So I'll give you 2 more. Costello.
Yeah, Alice, she's small, very small frame, but she's played, I think, think the only game she didn't, the only minute she had played is against Cass when we took her off for a rest once we were quite far ahead because she had an injury from the week before which she kept quiet, and when she showed us her leg looked like someone had just painted blue paint all over it. That bruise from the week before, but she didn't say no. Oh, she wanted to play. Really tough. Just get stuck in. Like played against these Super League teams, and she's probably half size of some of them, but just keeps going and keeps going, and yeah, really good. Another one with a really good attitude and a joint coach.
Last but not least, Fitzpatrick.
I've played with her since I think she started at Swilton with me in under nines, but it's everywhere I look, she'll be there. Even if I don't have to look sometimes, and she's on my shoulder, and I can just give her a ball and she'll go.
That's it. If you've been playing together for years and years, that's what you want. You want to. That's
yeah.
Nice. That's fantastic. You come through together.
Yeah, when we started at Swilton, it was me, her, and her twin brother Joe. Everything had come off us. We'd just worked together, and we've just been able to move that up through. We're in academy together. We've played all through junior rugby and now in open age, and she's just great to have in your team. She's a workhorse.
So, on the back of that, that's it for this episode. We are definitely going to be hearing from you guys as the season goes on, because I'm expecting really great things. Thank you guys for the run you put together and entertaining us all. Thank you guys for this episode, and we'll hopefully hear from you soon.
Cheers, mate. Thanks very much.
Cheers.